So much. So much. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Can you tell we
we're
were
live.
we were chilling out, and now we're live. Thanks for
Yes.
hanging out. This is HeroCast episode 7, the Comics Autonomous Zone. I'm
It's
hanging out. This is Matt C. I'm hanging out with my buddy Kaz.
hello everyone. This is the autonomous comic book zone.
I just I BS the titles just because it's fun, but I don't know. It feels kind of real. I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing. Making comics. We're trying to do it. To get like straight to the fan. Do it for the people.
Yeah, it's
Get
been a
the man out
wild
of the
week.
system.
It's been a
Yeah,
wild week in the whole world. For me, it's been a wild week in terms of getting anything done. I've been sick as a dog this week.
Oh
I've
no,
been,
yeah.
yeah. I at first I thought I had the thing. I had the
Oh,
coof,
ooh,
and then I was like, is it? I mean, I'm feeling tired. I don't know what's going on. I'm sleeping everywhere,
yeah.
and I had like no energy to do anything. I didn't have any runny nose, or I wasn't coughing or anything, but I did had I was dizzy. I was feeling dizzy, and I took the weekend off. And
Oh
most of the
sure.
week I couldn't do much because I live in Puerto Rico. For those of you that don't know, and they opened the Iceland this week, so
Yeah,
everything was open,
nice.
and the lines were interminable.
Yeah,
There's a lot of people in the street, a lot of cars, because Puerto Rico is different from a lot of Iceland and a lot of other countries.
mhm.
We pretty much have more cars than people over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you go to a house here in Puerto Rico, it's a small house. It's not a big house. It's a small house,
Mhm.
but there is like 6 or 7 cars park outside of the house.
Yeah.
And if you're new, if you don't know anything about Puerto Rico, you're passing, you know, you're just doing your business, and you're like, oh my god, you're gonna be like, oh my god, the family is visiting this house.
Yeah.
And there's no family. Is that
Yeah.
there's one car for every member of the house, and sometimes the members of the house, one member has more than one car. They had 2 cars and a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of vehicles parked outside of the street. And
Sure.
I know in America, you have to park on one side of the street. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah. You get a ticket if you're
you
on
get a
the
ticket.
wrong side. Yeah.
Is There's nothing like that over here. You can park anywhere. We don't care.
Mm.
We park. Yeah, we
Okay.
park everywhere. We don't really care. So you see the whole street. You have to be careful not to hit a car just to get into your house, because
Yeah.
you have to go through all the cars. Pretty much the street is a small street, and it gets even smaller because you have 7 or 8 cars parked for each house.
Yeah. And it's like a zigzag, I guess, because
You're
they're
doing
parking on both
zigzags.
sides. Yeah.
Yeah, there's people. We in Puerto Rico, we always like to take things to the next step. I have people on my street that have boats parked in front of their house. A big boat, like 15 yards boat. It's just
Oh.
insane. It's like a big boat. It's like it takes like 2 or 3 spaces of a car. I could take pictures of it and show it to you. It's insane, but they don't care. The
Yeah.
people don't care. As long
Yeah.
as you don't bother the neighbors, and you stay cool with them, and you have no problems with them, the neighbors will not bother you. They
Yeah.
don't care.
Yeah. That's nice. No. We call them HOAs here. Uh, I forgot what it stands for, but it's like a monthly fee, and everyone has to have. It's in these weird gated communities in America
Yeah.
where uh, you can't put a boat in the house. Like you get fined if your house starts looking too different. If you're not taking care, you got to pay like $100 a month, and someone mows your lawn for you. but you can only have, so many trees, and they have to look like this kind of tree. It's approved by the community. It's kind of like communism neighborhood.
Yeah.
I guess you guys don't have a lot of those HOA things.
Over here, we got pretty much a we got like everything planted on the backyard.
Yeah, sure.
We don't care. We put tomatoes.
Nice.
We put plantains there. We put everything on the backyard. We don't care. I have a palm tree, a big palm tree on the back of my house.
Cool.
I don't know how to say it. It's free. Everything over here. We have even thought we have a strict police sometimes.
Oh yeah.
We live free. We have a little bit more wiggle, I could say wiggle space for a lot of things. Like I just said, it's very strict on on the U.S. for the cars, for the grass. I know that you have to mow your lawn every now and then.
They'll come by and put a ticket. They'll put a sign in your yard and says, the government's going to come by at some point. This is getting on the sidewalk. Your grass is too long, and you're gonna
oh my
you're
God,
gonna get a fine. Yeah.
If I show you what I've seen here, you wouldn't believe it. They don't care. They don't care. You have like Jumanji on your front yard, and they don't. Yeah, you have aliens and monkeys and tigers coming out of that front yard, and they don't care. They don't care. Nobody's gonna say anything.
That's nice, because I remember I lived in a bad neighborhood up in like the middle of Florida, and we got a ticket. We got a solicitation nailed to our front door that said, if you don't address this in a week, you're gonna get like $1,000 fine. And we had to go find a lawnmower. This is how bad the neighborhood was, and they still ticketed us. We got my buddy. We borrowed his parents' lawnmower, and we brought it over. And I forgot what we did. I think like we mowed the lawn, and then we just kind of put it in the side yard for a minute while we like got a drink or something, and maybe we got lunch. And we came back outside, and someone had already stolen it.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, like strip it for metal parts or something, and go sell it. And it says a bad neighborhood. I mean, I had a cat once. He used to hang out on the front yard. It was just like someone gave me a cat, and it just like sit on the front porch. And 2 pit bulls got out. I got a call once from my neighbor saying this was a mean cat too, and nobody liked this cat except like he was chill with me, so I was cool with him. But someone called me and said, the neighbor's pit bulls got out, and they both went after your cat, and the cat stood his ground.
The cat?
Yeah, and attacked both the pit bulls, and the pit bull ripped off one of its arms, and then
the cat?
Yeah, and then it ran under the house, and I never saw it again. So
with no arm?
Yeah. Just 3 legs, just ran under the house, and couldn't call it back out. Got the little the cat treats, got the pss, pss, pss going on, and no, never heard from that cat again.
It never came out.
It never came out. But
how do you got it out?
Oh no, I mean I just assumed it just it found
He died.
Oh yeah,
in the house.
Yeah. By the time I got home, it was probably dead.
Oh my God!
I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna climb under there and go find a dead cat? You just gonna.
Oh right. Let's just. Do you think that kind of thing is what is happening right now in Seattle? Do you think there are many dead cats in the autonomous zone?
Yeah, that's a good question. I saw a bunch of hipsters trying to herd a school of ducks. Little ducklings and a mama duck. I have no idea how a duck was down there, but I mean, if they were smart, they would have scooped that thing in a box. Head over to that farm, maybe get some cilantro, maybe some green onions. And
you have ducklings there, and that's pretty nice. Over here we have pigs.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah,
We don't
and
we
it's
don't get a lot of
not
pigs.
nice. No,
No.
it's wild pigs. It's a lot of
Oh,
wild pigs.
oh,
Yeah, it happened. It happened when you know what they said. They're saying that nature just goes its course.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, for us, when we got hit by the two hurricanes and
Mm,
nobody was on the street, there was no gasoline, there was no food, and
yeah.
no electricity. Well, nature it started breeding pigs.
No kidding.
Yeah, there were a lot of pigs running around. I don't know if the Iceland was say, well, you guys got no food. I'm gonna give you some pigs, some wild
There
pigs,
you
so
go.
you guys can eat. Yeah, maybe it was that. It was weird.
Maybe.
We've never had a pig, wild pig kind of problem, but they were procreating like crazy. They were coming huge families of pigs, and I don't know if you've seen these wild pigs, how big they get, but they get fat, really fast, big and fat. It's like I'm like we eat a lot of pigs over here, but for some reason, everyone was discriminating against these pigs. Nobody wanted to kill them and eat them. They're like, those are wild pigs. They're horrible. They're ugly. They're not like the pigs we eat. So nobody wanted to make some pork chops with those pigs. Nature
Oh,
was sad that day.
you guys are too civilized because I mean, that's just free. That's just food on the table, you know?
That was food. That was food
That's,
on the table. Do you
our
think that
ancestors would have just
that
gone nuts for that.
yeah? Do you think that's gonna happen in Seattle? You're gonna see a lot of,
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe some farms of pigs.
I think that would be a
'Cause
lot of fun. I would start admiring those guys at that point, but I don't know if they're. I hope they. I mean, right now there's just a laughing stock, but it'd actually be pretty exciting. Like I've already kind of thought, like, what would it be like to kind of head over there? But if they start actually doing like hunting parties through the city,
Yes.
you know, I'll
I've seen a
tune in.
lot of videos,
Yeah,
and it seems to me there are a lot of people with special needs on that block, especially. A lot of people with yeah with that's the only way I could describe it. People with special needs, because
yeah,
they don't seem to know exactly what they are at the time they are at and what they are doing. It's
yeah,
like if all the people that had some kind of mental disability just got into one place by this cosmic coincidence.
yeah,
It's super weird. It must be something. It must be something. It's a cosmic coincidence. It cannot be. This can't be real. It's like there's too many of them. Are they escaping from some facility? I mean, I'm making all these questions.
well,
This we
I,
need to
I,
recollect all this information. We need to make a case study, and somebody needs to document all this because this is one hell of a movie. This
yeah,
is one
oh,
hell of a comic book.
yeah. Well, I did talk to uh, what's his, I forgot what they call them. There's Portlanders,
Yes.
and then there's Seattleans. I talked to a Seattlean at work today.
Wait a minute. You need to define what's the difference between a Portlander and a Seat. You
Oh, there's a
open
big
you
difference.
open that. That's a rabbit hole you need to unravel right now. What's
There's-
going on? What's the difference?
oh man, I guess Portlanders, they're
Yes.
a lot more like tucked away. Like they have this like residential vibe going on where they take over these nice little Victorian era looking homes, and then they convert them into little cafes, and they have a garden in the back and all that kind
Oh
of.
wow.
And then a Seattlean, it's very like urban. There's just like concrete and old abandoned, like it's it's
Oh no.
it's this weird like rainforest New York City vibe
That
going
sounds
on.
awful.
Yeah, it's very escape. Well, it's
Well,
escape from New York, but it's escape from Seattle right now.
I don't know if I'm gonna get hate for this, but I'm with the Portlanders then.
Yeah,
I
it's a
want the
pretty town.
cafes, Victorian types cafe.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Do I get bagels?
Oh, they got the bagels. Yeah,
I mean, it sounds
but
like
Seattle
they're the
has
ones.
coffee, so
Yeah, it sounds like they're the ones that get a bath at least once a day.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm with them for
Especially
sure.
right now.
All right,
I,
so what happened with the Seattle?
well, he said that the autonomous zones, uh
Uh-huh.
there's actually two. I didn't realize this. They've been talking about it like it's just one. There's
Oh
two,
my.
and they're really close to each other, but they're right next to the college.
Yes.
And apparently, they had an autonomous zone during uh what was it called? Occupy Wall Street in
Yes.
2012 or something.
Yes.
So they have a history of just kind of like camping out. Well, it wasn't quite autonomous zone, but
Hmm.
they get, there's like an issue and they want to get together and talk about it. So they just kind of camp out in the park for like a month.
All right.
But yeah, this is next. I mean, taking over the police precinct. I mean, can you
Well,
imagine?
I'm not sure if the information that I have is correct, but I heard from somebody that they didn't take it over. It was given to them, so
Yeah,
it was free real estate.
that's true. They just kind of walked out.
What kind of pussy police do that?
Well, you heard
I mean,
the chief of police was pretty pissed.
what
She
is
got the
going on?
order.
Where are the balls of the
Yeah,
police department from Seattle?
yeah.
Did they drop off? What is going on?
Well, to be fair to them, it sounds like they didn't want to leave, but it was the mayor that said
I am the
it would
police
look good.
department.
Yeah,
If you leave, you are just leaving the other people
yeah,
that don't want to be in that situation. You're just leaving them stranded.
yeah.
How can you? How can I
There's
don't
people that
know.
live in that area. There's people that
Yes,
have businesses,
yes, there
property.
are people that want to live a peaceful life,
Yeah,
and they don't want no part from this. What are they supposed to do? They live there too. They were born there. They have their heritage there. They have their families there. They have their whole lives over there. So are
yeah,
they supposed to sacrifice everything now? Do where are the rights of those people? Where are they? Who's defending them?
yeah.
Nobody? Is some people more important than the other?
It looks better
What
to yeah, let a minority of people kind of tyrannize downtown.
yeah, let's just leave these people here, and the old people you're done for. You just better make your deathbeds, and the people that want peace, well, there's no peace for you. You better not try looking for it in Seattle.
Yeah,
You need to move. That's all you. That's what you're telling them.
yeah,
I could not believe it. I was like in awe. Like what is going on? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for a peaceful protest, but once you take a zone, once you take the lives of everyone else, and you think that everyone else's life is worth less
yeah.
than yours,
Hmm.
then you are the bully. You are the person that's evil. You are the evil.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got something. This will lift your spirits.
Yes. What will be that?
Okay, so wild hogs,
Wild hogs.
they can be a problem anywhere, right? They can be a
Yes.
problem in Florida. They can be a problem in Costa Rica. Um, it's this can happen, right?
Yes.
We do like bow hunting sometimes in Florida to get hogs because I mean they
That-
really tear up your farms. They really mess things up. And like you said, they really spread. Well, they've been ravaging Australia.
destroying Australia right now.
Yeah, yeah. If it wasn't for the fires and the COVID, it'd be the pigs. And I guess a few people still have guns in Australia, and
That's not a bow. Yeah.
they've attached them to helicopters.
Wait, what?
Oh my gosh, I saw this a while ago, and I've just been enamored. This is one shot, one kill. Okay.
No. Please, sir, stop it. No. Oh, look at that.
You didn't want to see it?
No. Don't do it. No. Please stop. That's a family.
Okay.
Oh no, like, oh, there goes the father.
Okay, I'll stop. You don't want to. Okay.
This completely destroyed. I thought it was to lift my spirit. Oh my god, I'm mourning
Oh
right
no.
now. I'm in mourning. Can we just go straight
I
to the
just thought.
campaign? What's going on
Yeah.
with KYRIE right now? What is happening?
Yeah.
We know that KYRIE's company, KYRIE's comic books has new equipment this week. It's got an upgrade. The studio, the
Yes.
company,
It
it's gotten
absolutely.
an upgrade.
It absolutely does. We.
Talk us through it.
Yeah. So Cass and I, we decided to go in together, and we have purchased an inkjet printer, a really nice one, and a Cricut maker. And the Cricut
Yes.
maker is like a cutting machine that can cut absolutely any shape you want, very intricately on all kinds of from wood all the way down to board and sticker, vinyl, everything. So the inkjet printer plus the Cricut maker means that we can make our own swag and stuff to really fill out campaigns from in house now, which is
Yes.
something I don't think anyone has been doing. Everyone's been farming these things out, which is fine, but now we can do it in house, and we can pass savings on to people, onto backers now. So we can, like I've already been working on putting together stickers for you, Kaz. Just
Really?
making the artwork. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to send you pictures as soon as they're printed. But just taking your artwork that you've already made, and you just kind of have to do an outline around it, and we can make clear stickers. We can make the solid whites and really nice, waterproof vinyl types.
Yeah.
It's really exciting, and just cool bookmarks that have like neat little, cut in the shape kind of designs that, so it's not just a rectangle. Uh, Looking into coasters and doing that, where you can like engrave and emboss into those things, and shellac it with a really nice varnish, and then you got a really super nice coaster for your beer while you're drinking and reading a comic, that sort of thing. Just looking into all that sort of stuff, and we can make it affordable now because we don't have to hire these sort of things out. Now we can
Yes.
do it in-house, and also posters. We can do posters now in-house, so we can. It's just I don't know, just another really exciting time to be making comics.
It's
The
a
more you can
it's
do
it,
it autonomously, the better, right?
the better, because everything right now it's a little bit more difficult. I was finding difficult for me. It's been difficult for the most of 4 years now since
Yeah,
the hurricanes. A lot of people had printers, and their printers got damaged because they couldn't print anything. They couldn't
sure.
even turn them on for 6 months, 7 months,
Hmm.
and the printer heads got stuck with ink, so
Oh yeah.
they got pretty much damaged. And every time I went to the printers that I was using, they always had a problem. The print quality was pretty bad. It had suffered significantly, and I could not print anything pretty much because it was either coming out with a line, or it was looking damaged. It was looking out of focus. Everything was wrong,
Hmm.
and so I decided to not print anything anymore.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone back to it to try to print anything. But
Mm.
since I got some new people that are at least a new contact in the United States, maybe we could get my work printed there and
Mhm.
shipped to the people that need it. Because I don't see myself going to any convention
Mm.
for the foreseeable future, which
Yeah.
is where I used to sell my prints. So
Yeah.
they have become more limited right now because I can't print them, and I'm not going to any convention. I am considering going to the for the fan fest. I don't know if that's the
Sure.
name,
Sure.
but I
Hmm.
know it's a Comicsgate kind of convention.
Yeah.
If the people of Comicsgate want me there, I would love to be there and be drawing and sketching for them. I would
Yeah,
love to meet the people that are in Comics Gate for sure. I love uh, how passionate they are.
sure.
So it would be an honor. It would be awesome to be on the convention.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Until then, or even including then, like, I'm only a couple hours away
Yes.
from the convention, so you can print prints out, you know, basically on your way up, you know,
Yeah.
and you
I
don't
get
have to lug
everything
things
ready.
around. Yeah,
Yes, I don't have to. I don't have to fly them from Puerto Rico and get them there. They will already be there, and just have to bring them to the convention, which would be awesome.
yeah.
And right now we were looking at KYRIE, which is your campaign, which
Mhm.
we didn't see even how much has it done?
Oh
How
yeah, yeah.
much is it on?
We have 1,050 from Kickstarter, and we have 7,321.
How
It's
many backers?
235 backers, which is
It
fantastic.
will be awesome to get at least to 250. We need to push
Yeah,
on that campaign to get at
yeah.
least
The
a
first one
couple
only got
more.
like the first one got like 180 or something like that. So this is a big improvement. It's always hard to get people in on a second campaign
Yes.
after the first one, uh, but I like this is a. I mean, it's a serious success for me to be able to print these, but also to do things like showcase your amazing art in the posters. Uh,
So
because
if you haven't backed this campaign, you can still get both books on this campaign on
Mhm.
a very low price right now, which is a steal because Matt is somebody that likes to give more for what you are paying. So it's a
Yeah,
great value for
only
your
$35.
purchase.
So yeah.
Yes, and there's how many are the two books together when you buy them both?
280 pages is
Yeah, but when you buy them together, was there a different price?
if you buy them together, it's $35 and then it's $5 shipping. And if you do the ultimate pack, which
Yes.
includes the three posters, it's only $5 more and free shipping. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah. And we're able to, and again, because we're able to print that in house, that's just more savings, So we can
Yes.
we can
It's
pass it
more.
straight on.
It's better for you and better for the customers. Everyone's winning here.
Yeah.
So if you can back this campaign, it allows a creator, it allows us as creators
Hmm.
to keep doing what we love and providing you with a great product. I have a
Absolutely.
KYRIE book one over here, and I can say that it's an awesome book, and it's very well put together, and it's a very intriguing story that you're going to want to read the second part. So it's a good investment because you get a full story, pretty much, that you want to continue.
Well, thank you. I don't want to keep him holding. I don't want to hold him back any longer. But we have our guest here, and we can we
Yes,
can hang out with him while we're talking about CyberGods as well and other
yes,
things
sir.
because we want to talk about book nerdy book stuff like how to get things printed. So Justin Dutton, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. I'm doing well.
Great,
Glad to be here.
appreciate you. You're a supporter of Kyrie, and I'm really appreciative of your support, and also just I think it's really cool that you were one of the people that wanted to back the support the troops tier as well.
Hi, Justin.
So yeah,
Hi, Omar.
How are
there
you,
you go.
brother?
There you go.
I'm doing well, man.
What part of USA are you? You're not in Seattle, right?
No, no, God knows.
That's where all the fun is.
I was just gonna ask you if you were a Portlander or a Seattleite, but since you're neither, I do you like more the Portland? I mean,
I'm
if you
the autonomous zone of North Carolina. I'm good.
all right. But if you had to pick one, would you pick the Portlander or the Satellite? Because the Portlanders are the ones that get a bath every now and then, but the Satellites don't.
You know what? I almost just want to say Seattle for the
Yes.
only reason that grunge music was invented there in the 90s.
Yeah, sure.
You don't mind a little bit of body odor.
Well, it's all that flannel, I mean, it just
Yeah.
really soaks up.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. It doesn't come out. I mean,
No.
it's funny you go there and you think like, oh, these guys, they must have like the whole grunge vibe. They must have just kind of like raided a Goodwill, or they were trying to be all clever. Like, how can we not look like hair metal? And then you go to the docks and you realize all these guys are they just came off the docks and started playing rock and roll, right? Like, it's just how normal people dress when they're fishing for crabs and stuff. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
It's a weird city.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird.
It is.
That's really awkward.
Yeah.
So we're talking about CyberGods now. CyberGods is my
Yeah.
comic book, and this is I've always tried to pitch it in a way that we could all understand it, and it will be like it's a superhero fantasy, but with a lot of cyberpunk into it. I love cyberpunk since I was a kid, and weirdly enough, I liked superheroes when I was an adult. So it was the other way around. I didn't like superheroes when
Sure.
I was a kid, but I did like cyberpunk because I grew up on anime, manga, and
Mhm.
Blade Runner, RoboCop, all those kind of movies
Mhm.
of cyborgs. And then when I was an adult, I got into superheroes, and I was like, yeah, I really like superheroes too. I understand the concept of the superheroes will be the modern mythology of gods, and I wanted to infuse those two things into one. I wanted to have my cyberpunk take with the superhero aesthetic and infuse that modern mythology into the next level. What will be the next level for the
Mm.
superheroes and for the cyberpunk genre? So it will be an infusion between the two genres. Cyber gods. It's what it was born from that brainstorming, and it's a tale of family and retaking what was once lost.
Mm.
The people that have superpowers or are superheroes are no longer welcome. They are seen as enemies, and they are seen as people that need to be either taken out or taken advantage of. So every time there's somebody with a superhero power or a super costume, if you will say they have a superhero costume, somebody's chasing after him to either get him, kill them, or pretty much arrest them, so they
Mhm.
can get money and implants for this superhero. They're used pretty much as a token, as a coin of interchange.
Yeah.
Sometimes, so there's a lot of people after them,
I love that
and
idea.
yeah, they're the new currency in the world. It's superheroes and superpowers. So I tried in my story to give a view of what will happen if everyone pretty much has a super ability, and who will use it for the good and who use it for their own benefit, or for their own egocentric reasons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's a story about family and redemption and
Yes.
uh, growth and learning to let go in the midst of loss, I guess, and growing through those sort of challenges. And it really exciting, heroic, dynamic, you know, heroes that people can be excited about. So
Yeah, the comic book is full out of action and energy, cool designs. So I really like my comic books to look good. The women are beautiful, the men look powerful, and this is a fantasy. And I'm trying to bring that side of fantasy into the comic books again without judging you if you like anything at
Hmm.
all. If you like anything in particular, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm just gonna give it to you the way it was supposed to be in the beginning. Like for example, I loved that run from She-Hulk done by John Byrne. It's one
Hmm.
of my favorites. So
Sure. Yeah.
I will try to do that with my own characters. I'm not going to. These are different times, of course, and it's a different story. But I'm just talking about the concept that women can be women and not feel ashamed or be shamed for
Hmm.
being women.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. And the men are going to act as men if they are men. If they are not, then they will act however they are supposed to be acting.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any question, Dustin?
No, I've actually listened to y'all pitch KYRIE and CyberGods a few times. So,
Yeah.
and I'm actually on the mailing list on CyberGods.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Your art is killer, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Isn't it
worked really
amazing?
hard.
Yeah.
Drawing is really hard. I don't know if anyone says that drawing is easy. I mean the most skilled artists that I know, they always tell me it's hard. It doesn't come easy. So
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not sure if you're on the same page, Justin.
I mean, I went to school for animation and game design, so I mean, I draw and stuff. I just can't draw comics. It's very, very tedious and long doing different panels and layouts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I can do
you have
a
to think
character
about everything.
design. I can't do all the works for comic art.
Yeah. Just hire somebody.
Yep, that's
Yes.
what I did. I got the easy job. I'm just I'm the writer and creator.
It's really nice when you can you have ideas, but you find an artist who is talented, but you can trust creatively, and you can just hire them, you know, to do it their own way. You know,
Yes.
that's a really exciting kind of thing to do, where you can collaborate and kind of maybe guide them. Well, you tell me. Don't let me tell
Yeah,
you how it's been. Like, is
yeah. No,
that
actually,
been?
like that's pretty much how it has been.
Yeah.
Like for Unstitched,
For the
I had
people,
like
I'm
a
sorry to interrupt you, Dustin. For the people that don't know Justin, Matt, can you please give us a little bit of a background from him?
Yeah. Well, I'll bring up Unstitched Part 1 of 2, the pre-launch, right?
Perfect. Can you give us can you talk us a little bit about yourself, Dustin?
uh about myself or the comic.
About yourself and the
Yeah.
comic book. Yes. Yeah, both things.
I am a
You told us that you
yeah.
studied animation and design.
Yeah, I studied animation and game design, 3D animation, not 2D.
Yes.
Oh,
Where did
cool.
you
Um,
study that?
Nice.
in Raleigh called the Living Arts College. It's a like a 3 year like trade school,
Yes.
and they have like different arts field like animation, game design. They have film, which I was actually in Raleigh this weekend, hanging out
Nice.
with my friend who's a former film student, and she's a professional editor for like commercials and local businesses and stuff.
Hmm.
We were doing the video for Unstitch launch trailer
Oh,
this
For the
cool.
weekend.
trailer.
You made a wow. You did a video launch trailer.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I dig it. I dig it. That's
Matt is into all of that stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, not a lot
So,
of people appreciate, like, you can really sell things on a video. You know, not
Yes.
everyone
so
clicks, but that's great.
well, I mean, also when it comes to crowdfunding, having a video and not having a video, the ones that get successfully funded, or more times
Yes.
than not, the ones that have a video compared to the ones that don't. So,
There's a statistic for that.
yep.
Yeah.
And is there a statistic about the custom? When
About
you're
the what?
live streaming, do you need a custom to be more successful?
That no, but
Yeah.
I
Well, if
know
you want to be a
Shay,
YouTuber, maybe.
if you ever seen Red Valkyrie YouTube channel,
Yeah.
she dresses up as
Yeah.
the character of the comic either artist or creator that she's interviewing.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean, she's a cool channel, and actually, I'm launching on her channel in like 3 days.
So on stage has not come out yet. This is
Nope.
this is the pre-launch page.
Yep, this is the pre-launch page, and we actually launch in 3 days, June 18th, which is my birthday.
Well, that's great. Congrats and happy birthday in advance, brother.
Yeah.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
It's an
So-
easy way that I can remember that. Hey, when did I release my first comic? On my
Yes. That's awesome. So, Matt, can we put the link for the campaign right now on the chat so
Yeah.
people can go sign up on the email, so
Yep.
they will be informed when the campaign launches.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just send it through. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
great.
great.
So-
It says part 1 and part 2. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes. So initially, I wrote this as like 100-page graphic novel.
Yes.
But I broke it in half, mostly because of one, I'm impatient,
Yeah.
and two, slightly because of finances. But we have 44 pages already done. So by basically
44
breaking it in
pages
half,
are already. Yes.
and they're already
44
really nice
pages
pages.
already completely done.
That's great news.
The only thing missing is like some lettering.
That's great news for the backers, because now they know that they're already halfway through, and they don't have to wait a lot of time until the next part is done.
So part 1 is going to be 48 pages. Part 2 is like 52, 56.
Mhm.
And also by breaking it up in halves, it's kind of like an oversized issue of mini graphic novels, and then I can like later just kind of do hey, this is the complete book 1 of Unstitched.
Can you tell us a little bit about Unstitched, and why did you decide to call it Unstitched?
So Unstitched is actually was created and inspired by my niece Eleanor, and in fact, the design of the little girl is her, and in fact, the name of the character is her as well.
Yes.
And the premise is childhood wonderment is built on hopes, dreams, and imagination of kids. And together, that like forms and ties into what childhood wonderment is. And fear is something that the darkness uses to unravel and unstitch that.
Oh. So how did your niece feel about being the protagonist?
She is 3, so it's a half. That's cool. And then I'm going to go play with dolls.
yeah.
I think it's
no
going to be one of those.
No attention to it. Yes, she's too
she'll
small to
grow into
understand
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
maybe
there
when she's
for it.
older, she's gonna be like she's gonna be the cool kid on the school saying, did you know that I have a comic book?
Right. And like honestly, all right, so
Is this your first project?
Yep, this is my first. Yep.
Nice. But you've been around. You've been hanging around for a while, so you.
Yeah, I have.
Part of things.
I mean, I've been writing scripts for like the last 6 years or so. Back when I lived in Raleigh, and I've tried to make comics, but on my own, I'm like, the art's not worth what I would call a professional sellable level if I did it, and then I've had like artists, come and go and drop out, and so this is the
Yeah.
the farthest I've gotten.
And you found an artist
Yep.
and
Her
you
name is
collaborated with the artist.
yep, Laura Rimbasabati, a Hungarian artist who
Okay.
she is
Cool.
fantastic.
It's a
Um,
woman. It's a female artist.
yep,
How
yep.
did you
That's
find
cool.
her?
Facebook group.
No
Um,
kidding.
yep. So I was in a really nasty car accident like 3 years ago, and it messed up my shoulder. And at the time, I had like $3,000 saved up for an artist. Well, that got
Sorry to
spent
hear that, bro.
going to like, no problem, man. But that like 3,000 I had saved up for an artist at the time went to medical bills and stuff, and then like
Oh,
Mhm.
sure.
2 years of rehab and surgery and all this other stuff. I finally, got a settlement check in with that. I was like, well, this kind of makes up for the lost time I would have already been working on a comic.
Sure.
And in one of the
Mhm.
Facebook groups called Comic Creators Seeking Commissions, I believe is what it's called. I just put out a post, paid gig for a dark fantasy children's story. And if you are a writer and you have a certain look or artist that you want, put that in. And I did. I was like, hey, I'm looking something similar to like a Scotty Young type look
Yeah.
where we can go creepy, but it's very kid friendly at the same time.
Totally.
And some people got the whole dark horror part and just focused solely on the horror part and was like, hey, here's my art of like a zombie, highly detailed zombie eating brains. And I'm like, that is a dope drawing. That's not what I'm looking for though.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's what what was the thing that you found that you liked more about her art?
Um, One, it looks very kid friendly. And seeing like uh, her portfolio, she showed me she
Yes,
can do sequentials because some people's portfolios were just concept arts, and I'm like, if I don't see any sequentials, I don't know how well of a storyteller you are, and that's an issue. If you're like,
Sure.
and I know you're an artist, so you don't really have to. But from a writer side, like I am, if I don't see sequentials, I kind of I throw your portfolio away or whatever, at least mentally, because I'm like, I need someone. It's comics. It's storytelling with art.
exactly.
I mean,
So
I can
that
do.
hasn't changed at all. I mean, if you want to get hired by anyone, if you want to your art to be seen, not only do you have to have uh, some what we call sketchbook pieces, you also have to have some sequentials because
Yes.
you are trying to get into an industry, and that's one thing that I wanted to get very clear. um Comicsgate or not Comicsgate, or what is going right now in the indie comics sphere, uh it's pretty much the same thing that will be happening on the mainstream. It hasn't changed. You need to be
Mm.
good, and you need to have a good story, and you need to have good
Mm.
appealing art, or an
Mhm.
art that is just infused with the story. They need to go hand in hand, and that's one thing that some people are not getting, I believe. The art must be appealing according to your target audience. If you want to project your project to succeed, and you want eyeballs on your project, all you need to do is do your thing according to your target audience. It hasn't changed. If
Yeah.
you want to have a children's book, you can do a children's book. The right now Indiegogo and the indie scenario of comic books, it's pretty much us, the creators, going through the back door and getting work done. The mainstream will not get us. The mainstream will not hire us for whatever reason it is. Either is your political opinions, like it has happened to a lot of people, or is it maybe that you do not have the right tools for what they are looking for? Maybe you're not mainstream enough. What I mean by that is that maybe your art is not mainstream enough. They do have a style for mainstream, even though with the years it has changed. But what still hasn't changed is the way that you get hired, and the way that you call the attention of the other creators, either a writer or an artist, because not only writers hire people, also artists hire people. I could
Mhm.
hire as an artist, I could hire a writer because I know how to draw, and I might be selling commissions on the side, and I could save up some money, and I need somebody to just write up some dialogue. I have my plot, and I have my comic book in my mind. I Because I'm a visual storyteller, I might want to hire a writer to figure out a way to more eloquently tell my story. Maybe you don't know about punctuation. Maybe you don't know where the commas go. Maybe you don't know how the spacing go in the words.
Sure.
So you might need to hire a writer. There's nothing wrong, artist. There is nothing wrong with hiring a writer, or maybe collaborating with a writer,
Yeah.
getting that writer to write the story, to help you with the story, and then later on you could collaborate and you could give these writers some art and make a trade. So figure it out. This is a big community, and a lot of people are trying to collaborate with each other and make their dreams come true. Everyone wants to make their book, but not everyone is doing the effort to make it the best they can do.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you're a writer, get an editor.
Hmm.
Because I
Yes.
will openly admit, um, I know words. I don't know how to spell all the words that I can say, and a lot of
Mhm.
it has to do with the whole sound it out. I have an accent and I have hearing issues, so
Mhm.
I'm adding vowels or taking away vowels that should or should not be there.
It's all right, buddy.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I got some of that accent too, so I can understand it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but not everyone can.
yep.
And it's
So
no
I'm like,
shame to do so.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
yep.
We're all here to help. So if anyone has a tool that I'm lacking, you just ask for it. You just try to either hire the person or make a trade. You just have to ask,
Hmm.
pretty much. That's my whole message for today.
It's a
Yeah,
good
Ask.
message.
Yes.
it's a good one. There's a lot of talent out there, and if we're just waiting on talented writers to hire talented artists, that's
Yes.
one effective way to do it. But if everyone's looking for everybody, like if artists are looking for talented writers to hire
Hmm.
and bringing them in, I mean, I feel like that's double the opportunity, like the access points. Like no one's just waiting around on the street corner waiting to get picked up now. Now everyone's actively engaged. Like I want to get started on something. I'm gonna go find someone to help me, complete the puzzle. So
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I always like the idea of uh, comics are like being the middleman. You got to know a guy, and if you know a guy, you can get whatever you want.
Hmm.
So on
Yeah,
stage is going live in 3 days.
Yep.
Do
cool.
we have the
And
link on the chat,
yes.
Matt? So we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
have
yeah. I'll send it out again.
put it again,
And
so the people that wants to get notifications from when this campaign is going live, and you can at least get it on the email, so you can be one of the first to back it. Give this talented writer your support. You can do so with the link below.
And anyone on the list and backs actually gets a free mini print.
Ooh.
And backers within the first 48 hours. Jason Brubaker did a variant cover for me, and we're going to be making a 13 by 19 foil print that's a 1 out of 1 print that will be given to a random backer within the first 48 hours.
Oh, wonderful.
Yep. So Saturday morning, when I wake up, whatever the back account number is, 1 through 84, 100, whatever it is, put that on a randomizer. Whatever number it pulls out, congratulations. That's the backer who's getting the print.
That's cool.
That's super cool. So whoever gets the number, lucky you.
Yep.
I love that. We're all learning, like we're all figuring out not just how to make great books, but how to give people good value during these campaigns and make them really special for people, and there's so many interesting ways. Like, just the freer the market is, the more different creative opportunities pop up, and people come up with these fun ideas like this, and then I can steal that idea and do it for a different campaign, and you can steal my ideas, and we all.
And I stole that idea from the idea of game shows, like in the morning, like The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all feeding off each other like an autonomous zone.
Yes.
And right now, this is the autonomous zone of comic books. This is anarchy here. We're gonna burn everything down. It's anarchy. Your possessions can be redistributed at any point.
Yeah.
So if you have an idea, we can redistribute your idea. Like right now, we're gonna do it.
I knew Matt was a warlord.
Cass has the warlord in him.
What can I say?
Everyone knows. Cass is obviously the general, because everyone sees the snake, but really the more dangerous part is the tall grass hiding the snake.
I don't know about tall, but I can see the grass hiding the.
Yeah. We're not tall. We're just midget. We're manlets right here. This is only manlet zone. So if you're more than 5'5", you can't be here. You're taller than 5'5". No, we gotta get this man out of here.
You can't spell manlet without man. Remember that.
Oh my God, that was insane. All right, can we finish up with KYRIE and CyberGods maybe?
Absolutely.
Because we're almost at the hour. So we're just reminding you guys that we do have campaigns, like always, and everything you do for us is very welcome. We're trying to give you the best product we can. With CyberGods, you know what you're getting. It's a lot of action, really cool character designs, and a story that it's deeply emotional because it's rooted in family and loyalty, in getting back what you lost once. And this is all my art written by me, even though I'm getting some help from Matt. And I do the character design, I do all the artwork and the colors and the graphic design. So this is a one-man show. If you want to support my book, it will be a dream come true for me to get it funded. This will be my first comic book, and I hope it's not the last. With your support, of course. You can sign up with your email right now and get notifications from when we launch the campaign. CyberGods issue 1 coming soon.
Yeah, and I just put the
how many pages is issue 1?
I am shooting for 48, but we could do a little bit more if we get some stretch goals done.
Yeah, nice.
But I'm shooting for 48. Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be gorgeous. You have really nice art, and really compelling story going on. So it's going to be a big success.
I hope so. I surely hope so.
And you know what? The one thing you have really going for you is you have some killer art designs that don't feel like generic, like Marvel and DC knockoff designs.
Yeah.
I really do try to. I was trying to do my take and combine those two genres, superheroes and cyberpunk. So sometimes the designs will look a little bit busy, while the other um, will visually be a little bit more simple because I'm trying to make a clear definition of visually of who is a superhero or who is a super, like I call them, and who is a supra. We got two pretty much two version of humans. Is the suprahumans versus the superhumans. And I'm trying to make a distinction between them. Superhumans don't have any augmentations, no cybernetics on them, but suprahumans, most of them, they have implants on their bodies, so it's easy to tell who is who.
Yeah. It's going to be exciting. And there's going to be a lot of swag coming with this too, which we can
Yes,
effectively and efficiently uh, quality check, and produce ourselves and ship ourselves. So yeah, it's going to be.
yeah, we got that thing covered now, which is
Mhm.
gonna be really good. Whoever still wants to back KYRIE, we got the link over there for KYRIE.
Yeah.
This is Matt Crott's work. The first book is already done, and the second book is the one he's working right now. But you can get both books, and or you could get the first one. And there's a special which will be the one that you get both books and the posters. For how much, Matt?
$45 and free U.S. shipping for
Which is an
280
awesome deal.
pages of content and 3 posters.
280 pages of story, which is a great story, very intriguing. If you like Raiders of the Lost Ark, if you like those kind of stories, which
Yeah.
is real history and adventure, discoveries and mysticism, this is the story for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And one last thing, we Colton Crux, as well as another team up. We
Wow.
we raised 14 and a half thousand. We have 2 days left. We're probably going to hit 15K. So this is a fantastic success. Nashitobi's been he's the writer slash artist on this. I'm fulfillment manager, and he's done a really he's just a wonderful artist, really good storyteller, and people are really digging his stuff too. This is another
Yes.
way where we're trying to uh, use the community to kind of close gaps in production that are normally there that are just big, uh, uh, kind of roadblocks for
Hmm.
creators of like, how do we actually, a lot of crowdfunding supporters are honestly, they're in the US. And so how do we, if you're outside the US, how do you actually reach those US audiences without having to charge them $30 for shipping? Well, you got to find a
Yes.
U.S. Fulfillment manager. So that's
Somebody has to do it from the US. So this is Colton Crux, which is a story about a detective, right? And
yeah.
this detective is really a story which is infused with the occult. And right now, you can see all the character designs. Most of them are really dark and bizarre because this guy has like we could call it a sixth sense, in which he
Yeah, I think
not
he's an
not only
exorcist. Yeah.
yes, not only does he sees these entities, he can interact with them, and he goes and makes exorcisms on them. The thing is, the really thing different with him is that he has to stay with all those demons that he takes away from the people. He exorcises them, but they stay with him,
Hmm.
and he interacts with them. And it's a great story with great art, and it's almost on his last days. So if maybe we could do a stream. a closing stream
That's a great idea.
with him, so we could finish this up and maybe close it up to how much is it right now?
Yeah, $14,427.
Well, if he doesn't reach 17 by those 2 days, we're gonna try to push it.
Yeah, I'm writing him right now. That's a great idea. Want to do a closing screen?
Yeah, so you just
Yeah, he needs that. Yeah, it's
Right
there's
now.
so many good comics
Mhm.
out there, and it's so fun to like just be a part of just even a few of them. You know, there's so many talented people. Like it's just been fun. Like just like hiring some of my favorite artists out there in the crowdfunding sphere to kind of do freelance kind of content for me to kind of help beef out my campaign.
Mhm.
That's how I got the posters taken care of, and yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I sense like more collaboration is going to keep happening in the near future as people.
We surely hope so, Dustin. Right now that you have us here, and maybe in the future we can collaborate on one of your campaigns.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It will be awesome, and vice versa. If we need anything,
no,
we
please,
could
yeah,
maybe just do something together. Whatever it is that you do, and whatever we could infuse it, and we could all feed off each other and do something cool, something different, something great.
Yep.
yeah, that'd be really chill.
Yeah. Have you ever done a stream with your artist?
No. Just because of her being in Hungary,
Mm-hmm.
it's a the time gap's like 8 hours,
Yes.
so it's a very tricky.
It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
really tricky. We might have to make some sacrifices, but maybe we would like to
Also,
shine a light.
I've tried to like me and her message like a lot on Facebook.
Mhm.
Um, and when we try doing like a voice call or whatever, like she can type English perfectly and is very good at writing and spelling, but actual speaking,
Yeah, it's
um,
more difficult. Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
Like me right now,
and
it's really difficult to understand me with my broken English.
oh no.
you man, you're good. I've heard way worse. Your English is
This is
much better than
this
some.
this is Puerto Rican English right now.
Yep.
What you're hearing.
It's good.
Yeah.
Adobo. We call it adobo English. Do you know what adobo is?
Like house English,
Adobo.
like Adobe,
Adobe.
Can you say it, Matt? Can you say adobo?
adobo.
Adobo.
You gotta do
Adobo is
the
adobo.
adobo.
Yes, adobo is the seasoning that we use for the chicken and for the meats.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got
it's
some
like a
spice
special.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the seasoning that we use for everything. And there's a joke that we use adobo, that seasoning for everything. We put it on the cornflakes. We put it on the ice cream.
Oh,
We put it
nice.
on the chicken, on everything. We don't care. We just throw that down our throats like it's crazy because we put it on everything. But it's really only on the meats that we put it. Adobo, you're gonna go right after this show
Yes.
ends to get the adobo. You're gonna go to Google and to see what adobo is. It's gonna
What are you
change
talking
your
about? I'm
life.
already googling.
Remember, when you remember, this is the first time you hear it over here. It's adobo, and it's gonna change your life. It's gonna bring flavor, and it's gonna change your whole perception of life. It's like a cosmic dust of awesomeness. Adobo.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, Goya brand. Yeah.
Goya. You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Remember, don't whatever you do, don't snore it. It's not like cocaine. Don't do it. All right, this is just for eating. So don't do anything weird with the adobo.
Looks like it's got some paprika, some pepper. onion powder,
Yes.
dried oregano.
Yes. In the right amount on the chicken and on the meat, it's heaven. This is one of our secrets from the cuisine, the Puerto Rican cuisine.
I don't know what Tyler from Draw and Talk's talking about, but how you doing, buddy?
We're talking about,
me hungry.
Does adobo cure the virus?
Hail adobo. It can cure the virus. It can cure everything. You take adobo to Seattle, and there will be peace because this is cosmic dust. It's gonna make everyone peaceful.
This is wonderful.
They're gonna give the precinct back. Yes, with no fights. They're gonna give the police precinct back. You just bring that shit over there. They just need some adobo. That's what's going on.
I think that's what they're trying to grow in the garden.
Yes.
And failing.
The garden got destroyed. That was insane. But I mean it. Adobo is the best thing that was invented. So you guys just try it and let me know what happened. If you get sick, it's not my fault.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It made me hungry. I'm gonna have to go get a meal now.
Yes, that's my closing for today.
Yeah,
it's a great closing.
Thank you everyone for hanging out with us. Thank you for listening to us and for considering backing our campaigns. I hope you have a great night and thank you. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on. It's been fun.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming, Dusty.
Yep, anytime.
Cool. We'll see you guys same time every Monday 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
HeroCast. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.